All right, everybody, welcome back into another episode of the Lesko podcast. Just me tonight. Going to go over some stories. One thing I'm going to get back into is Sunday conversation, which is something I'll do on Sundays, obviously, especially in the off season. Might do it during the season too, but take that day to just talk about different stories. Penn State related, college football related, mainly college football related. Talk about stuff like that. Just go over different topics. Just talk about them. Discuss it. Thus the name, Sunday Conversation. On Sunday. So, a few things I want to go over here. Just touch on. If you guys are on here, comment. I'll answer them. More than anything, it's meant to be like an interaction type of show, so that if you guys are watching, then you can comment and I'll answer your comments. Again, we have the merch shop. Go check that out. It's pretty cool. It has everything on there that you could pretty much possibly want for a merch shop. We got hoodies, we got windbreakers, got t-shirts, bucket hats. We've got a women's line. A couple things that I made recently. It's got a triple logo print, so got that in the back, that in the front, that in the side. So yeah, just go check it out. It's got a lot of stuff on there. It's a good way to support us if you would like. Overall, it was pretty fun to do, pretty fun to make. So if you guys want to check it out, what's up, George? Check out the merch shop, George. Mugs, tumblers. So I'm going to get some of that stuff and have it on here when I'm on the show. But yeah, go check it out. You can support us monetarily with that. Support us monetarily through Super Chat, memberships, thanks button, and then like, share, subscribe. If you can to support us, hit the like button. Before you watch the rest, hit the like button, subscribe, help support us. Guys like George, got a membership and they comment. So help us get to 2,000 subs. Once we get to 2,000 subs, we're going to do a 2,000 sub giveaway. And it's going to go to the person that comments the most. Going to get 5 items from the merch shop. Going to get a $100 gift card. And then we're going to have you on the show. And Brett and I will get dinner with you if you would like. We'll get dinner with you probably in State College. So that's the 2,000 sub giveaway. If you guys want to check, you guys want to try to enter yourself, just comment, whether it's on a video or a live stream, whatever, just comment. And at the end, it's easy to find in analytics. You find that we'll be able to find who comments the most. So I'm wearing my Masters shirt right now. So the Masters is coming up soon. Thankfully, it's a good time of year. I'm a big golf fan, so we don't have these type of mugs on the shop, but we do have mugs on there. So if you do want mugs, go to the merch shop. And again, it really is the best way to support us. So I'm going to go through Instagram and go through some of the storylines that I want to talk about. I'm going to play some audio too on some of them. So if you guys can't hear it, let me know. George, if you can't hear it, let me know. But you should be able to. So let me just make sure it's hooked up. Yep. Okay. Yep. Should be able to hear it if I play something. So again, if you can't, let me know. Let me know if you can't hear this, guys.
Dad, but full name's Lesko Vega Ioane.
We love it. Great workout. How did that feel out there today?
Feel surreal, man. Feel very blessed to be out there. This is a dream come true for sure. I've been watching the combine for years now. Just happy to be here. Blessed to be here for sure.
We are happy you are here and happy you are heading to the next level. Let's take a look. This is my favorite thing to do, is have you talk about your highlights from your day and talk about how smooth you were.
Absolutely, yeah. Pull dirt right here. We did a lot of that, back at Penn State, pulling. But, biggest thing for an old lineman, you got to be smooth in everything you do. You can't really move without being smooth right here.
Could you hear it, George?
Brought the energy as best I could. The coaches loved it for sure.
You didn't give up a sack over your last couple seasons, over 1,000 snaps at Penn State, 4 years there. Look at this.
Absolutely. I love that. See the hair flowing too.
How good are your hands?
For me, definitely the biggest part of my game. Defenders can't really beat me, through my body, through the outside. My hands are always, shout out mom and dad. But full name's Ioane.
Yeah, big name. I think he's a Samoan kid. So he's going to be a first-round pick, maybe top 10 pick. So it's good to see a Penn State guy at the top of the board, one of our better players, one of the guys that was let down by the previous coaching regime. So that's not cool, but it was expected. Not surprising. Coach Baldy from the NFL. Thanks, George. Coach Baldy from the NFL. Baldy NFL is his name. He was a coach. Brian Baldinger. See him on NFL Network. He does breakdown, so we're going to pull this up.
It's time to drop in on the Vega Ioane right here. You just watch.
He gives great breakdowns.
Just taking grown men like Arvell Reese and just throwing them out of the club. Like, I love that. He's going to let you feel his punch. Like, here's McDonald inside for Ohio State. Watch him just.
Sorry, guys. Computer reset. There are not many things in this world that make me more angry than that's technology. I hate technology. It is one of the least reliable things on earth. So again, it reset. So sorry about that. But yeah, I hate technology, man. It never works right. It's probably angered countless people, but technology is horrendous in 2026, and my computer resets, and I wasn't on here to tell you. So it reset, but I'm going to pull it back up. So no thanks to whatever brand my computer is. We're coming back. So
Ioane right here. You just watch him. Just taking grown men like Arvell Reese and just throwing them out of the club. Like, I love that. He's going to let you feel his punch. Like, here's McDonald inside for Ohio State. Watch him just reset his hands. Like, look at the leverage. You could put a piano on his back. He'd walk it up 8 flights of stairs. Like, it's sumo wrestling at its best right here. But he ain't giving up any ground. If he does, it's grudgingly. Like, maybe by centimeters. Like, he just stays right in front of his man. Wires him up. I love it. I love it. You watch him right here. Here you go. Amari Washington, right? Like, big man. Here you go. Watch him just keep this pocket flat. Last year we saw Tyler Booker, we saw Grace Abel step in and play guard, start every game. Well, that's what Ioane's going to do right here. Just going to wire guys up. You watch this right here. You watch him stop power with power. from underneath, like the way that he can lift. Bam! Just lift up and take your center of gravity away and stop your power. Play after play. Like, I don't know exactly what all this stuff is in college football sometimes, but, like, it doesn't matter. He's going to get a guy on skates, and then he's going to give him a proper burial right here. Like, this is a proper burial. This is what you do. Like, you just get him on skates, and then you drill him. You put him, and you make him grass seed. That's what Ioane does. Like, this stuff in college football is funny. But, like, can you just do this? Can you just shuffle, slide, and then square up? Like, why isn't that part of the combine drill? And then you just do this. This is beautiful. Proper burials. Like, put him down. It's fun. It's a fun tape to watch. Like, you watch this right here. And sometimes, you're downfield, 20 yards downfield. All right? You got him on skates. And you're like, you know what? Let's just finish this. Let's just have a little fun. Like, that's joy. Like, here you go, down the field. Let him go. It's called an appetite for destruction. Look at him, 20 yards downfield. Is anybody around with a different color jersey on I could just punch? I mean, this is good stuff. Like, get on the highway. Get on the Highway 71. This is what it's fun. This is tape watching right here. Get on Highway 71. Take you to the promised land. Ioane, my man, going to step in and start day one. Who's taking him? Who's going to make their offensive line better? It's time to drop in.
Yeah, he's a freak. Great player for Penn State. You can see he was still making plays in a horrendously called offense by Dairy Queen himself. So, again, he's saying some of the stuff in college football is funny. He's basically saying the play calling is stupid. We had that a lot. Clownelnecki was horrendous. So, although he was horrendous, Vega Ioane still made plays. So, good for him. That's a true test. Can you be a great player in a horrendously called offense? And he was. So, product of the old coaching.
Hello, Friday, everyone. Just so you understand what it is.
So, this is our defensive tackles coach.
Aloha Friday is a real thing in Hawaii, man. We kind of celebrate the end of the week as we look forward to the weekend and spending time with our family, just giving your heart to somebody else. So to everyone out there, Happy Valley wishes you Happy Aloha Friday. Yes, sir. Happy Aloha.
Yeah, so I think he's from Washington. Came from, I believe, UCLA, if I'm not mistaken. Got a bunch of, UCLA. Got a lot of Aloha Friday stuff on there. So that's pretty cool. But we have a defensive tackles coach and a defensive ends coach. Makes sense to me. Next story, guys. We did not talk about it the other night. We were on the day of. But Lou Holtz passed away. He is an absolute legend. Notre Dame was less lame with him, but now they're even lamer now that he has unfortunately passed. He is an absolute legend. And I saw a bunch of Penn State stuff. They were tagging him with Joe Paterno, and I don't know. I mean, Joe and him, legendary coaches. He's one of the last legends to be living, Lou Holtz. So I don't think you really need to put stuff up with him and Joe, but they did. And he definitely had some bouts with him for sure. If you want to be happy for an hour, eat a steak. If you want to be happy for a day, go play golf. If you want to be happy for a week, go take a vacation. But if you want to be happy for a lifetime, put your faith in Jesus Christ. Great coach, great man, great mentor. Your wife is not your best friend. Your dog is. Lock the two in the back of the trunk. Come back 2 hours later and see which one is happy to see you. He has violated the one basic principle I've tried to follow most of my life. That is, it's better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you are an idiot than to open it and leave no doubt. That show was fun. College football. I forget what the show was called, but Mark May is an absolute clown. He hates Penn State. He played for Pitt. There's not many people in college football that I dislike more than Mark May. He's an absolute clown. Fun story. I once called into Lou Holtz's radio show and asked him for FSU tickets. I was 14. He laughed and said he couldn't make that happen, but that he'd send me tickets to a game the next year. Following summer, a pair of tickets to the Michigan showed up in my mailbox. And that tough love approach showed up again when Urban Meyer reached a crossroad early in his career. Years later, when Bowling Green offered him his first head coaching job, he initially turned it down as the program wasn't in great shape. He wasn't convinced it was the right move, but Lou Holtz was adamant. Of course, it's not a great job, he told him. If it's a great job, they wouldn't be calling your ass. About a month later, I took the KU job, got a call from Lou Holtz. He was witty and gave me good advice. The call lasted 30 minutes. Before hanging up, he said, the guy you interviewed for your wide receiver position yesterday, don't waste your time. I offered him $100K more than you did. So, Lou Holtz, again, a legend. And this is a clip from that show. I used to watch this every Saturday. I'd watch it. It was peak college football shows.
It's out of order. Out of order. Sick and tired of everybody jumping on coaches, and you particularly. And I mean that sincerely. But I don't want to do this damn thing anymore. I don't want to do it. I mean it. I'm not doing it again. That ain't enough. Hell with it.
Mark May is a great guy. We have no teleprompter, no script, no rehearsal, but we have a difference of opinion. I love him, but he was a player as a coach. He made suggestions. I made decisions. He showered after work. I showered before work. I signed a paycheck on the front. He signed it on the back. We just have a different way that we look at things.
And what do you think, if you had to guess, just his opinion on the Big Ten comes from? I mean,
you would have to ask Mark May. One thing I learned, I don't speak for Mark May. I have a hard time speaking for Lou Holtz.
It's out of order.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is, George. He is something else, I'll tell you that.
As a member,
Scott Van Pelt was talking about him on his show with Reese Davis. Reese Davis would wear a judge's cloak, and then he would have him debate. And I remember watching that live. Lou Holtz lost his mind because he's on there with Mark May. I'd lose my mind too. That guy was a clown. Still a clown. I don't know what he's doing now, but he's not on ESPN, thankfully. But this is a story that I think it was Reese Davis was telling about Lou Holtz.
Augusta National. And I'm told that Lou would lay up on 12. Now, 12's a par 3. But Ray's Creek is in front of there, and he couldn't carry it. So I'm told he'd punch it down there, then he'd chip it up there, and more often than not, he'd roll it in and make it 3. And the reason I love the story is because it's coaching. It's realizing what you got to work with and figuring out a way to win. Now, I read that you played with him there. Please tell me this story is true.
The story is true.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he was also playing at the time when he wasn't supposed to be playing, Scott. He had just had neck surgery and they told him he could chip and putt, but of course he wasn't having that. And one of the greatest injustices in the history of sports is that Lou actually allowed me to go with him and play on that beautiful golf course where I had no business being, but I was very grateful to be there. And Lou would punch it right down the middle. 130, 140 yards, and he'd get up and down, and he'd run off and leave the rest of us. And he won a bet with Mark May. Mark May and Jay Billis played with us, and he won a bet with him on that day, such as, just friendly competition.
Of course.
And as he was going to have a photograph taken after the round of Mark handing him the $5 or whatever it was, Lou said, wait a minute. And he went into the clubhouse in the back and he got his neck brace and put his neck brace back on so it would look like that he beat Mark wearing a neck brace.
He's a member at Augusta National.
Yeah. So a lot of stories with him. Great coach, legend. Just one of the best. Joe Paterno was known for that, having witty stories and being funny, cracking jokes all the time. So something those guys had in common. Legendary Notre Dame head coach Lou Holtz, newspaper trick, has been going viral on Twitter. So I don't know if you guys seen this before, but it's pretty cool.
I want to read the news. You have the comic where people can't read. And
thanks, Simon. So Simon is my cousin. I don't mean to interrupt the video, but Simon is my cousin. He said he's watching with his whole family, which is my Uncle Adam. That's my mom's sister. My mom's brother. Get a laugh out of that. My mom's brother and my Aunt Lori. So pretty uncommon. We've been to San Diego. It's beautiful there. My aunt is from San Diego. So we went there when they were dating. And I think we went to Disney World or something, or Disneyland or something, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, she's from San Diego and she moved here where my uncle was from. She moved to Central PA. So we always ask her, like, how did, you left San Diego to come to State College area. And it's funny. She didn't come for the weather, that's for sure. But yeah, she came here because of her family. So, but yeah, Aunt Lori, she's from San Diego. My uncle is from around here. But yeah, it's cool that they're all watching.
You have the editorial page for people who can't think. But you can't let people tear you up. You can't let people destroy you. You can't let people say you aren't going to be great. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something. My personal belief is there isn't any obstacle that's going to keep me from being successful. Difficult, you're doggone right. That's why so few people achieve success. Don't let people tear you up. Don't let people tear you down. Don't let people cause you to lose the faith and confidence you have in yourself. Because if you really have a strong faith and a strong belief. Oh, wait. Somebody want to read the news.
That's crazy. I don't know how magicians do that type of stuff. I have no idea. I don't know how he did that. Very impressive because you can see it still torn at the top. I don't know how they do it, but yeah. So Lou Holtz, rest in peace. He made impact on many young men's lives, and like Joe Paterno, again, one of the last living legends to coach the game of football. So speaking of legends, here's another one.
We started
Nick Saban.
Started 12 o'clock noon on Sunday. I'm talking about his coaching staff. We've already has the film graded of the previous game, so you have to do that before 12 o'clock. We go over it on offense, we go over on defense, we go over on special teams. So probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll start watching the other team. And I will watch the other team for 6 hours, probably till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Then the first thing I do is meet with the defense, decide what we're going to do in Monday practice, which is abbreviated practice, but we still try to put in the basic plan and adjustments that we would do in our basic coverages or whatever. The next day, I actually start with the defense, look at special teams, meet with special teams, start watching the offense, and I actually meet with the offense on Tuesday morning after watching probably 2 or 3 hours of their defense. So, and then we watch everything situationally. All right, so each day, like on Monday is basically special teams game plan. On Tuesday, we do 1st and 10, second long, goal line, and short yardage. So I'm going to look at all the second and long plays. I'm going to look at goal line and short yardage and what they do in those, and we're going to install a plan on both sides of the ball of what we're going to do in those days. We start at 12 o'clock noon on Sunday.
So he's just talking about their structure and stuff. I've seen clips of him in coaches meetings where he would say they would literally go through the drills that they're going to do with the players before they went to practice, so that when they got to the drill, they knew how to do it. They didn't just say, all right, we're doing this drill, do it, and then that's it. And the one coach didn't do that or something. He was, chewing them out, kind of. But they would practice and inform them of the drills they're doing. So when they got to the drill, they knew how to do the drill. So just preparation, that's what makes them great. Joe Paterno was a mentor of his. many great coaches were mentored by Joe Paterno. He was Phil Knight's hero, as he would say. So he always had a lot of respect for Joe Paterno and other great coaches. Coach K, he mentored Coach K. Joe Paterno mentored Nick Saban. I mean, lots of great young coaches at the time he mentored. So, yeah, just one of the still living legends, hopefully for a long time. Another story here. This was a crazy stat line. I remember when this happened. Geno Smith went 45-51, 656 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Ties Big 12 record. I don't know how that's a tie, but that's insane. Probably for touchdowns. I don't know. But David Klinger threw 11 touchdowns, NCAA record versus Eastern Washington in 1990. I remember that storyline. Joe Burrow threw for 7 in his first half of the 2019 Peach Bowl against Oklahoma. Yeah, I remember when this happened. It was crazy. Like, it was insane. It was insane when he accomplished this. 8 touchdowns, 656 yards. That is insane. I think his one receiver had like 4 or 5 touchdowns by himself. So obviously you need someone to catch the ball. But just crazy. Crazy stat line. So only 6 colleges have won more than one NCAA team title. So we're kind of getting into the college wrestling thing. The Big Ten title matches are going on at Bryce Jordan Center and State College. Minnesota has 3. Oklahoma has 7. Iowa State has 8. Kel Sanderson wrestled at Iowa State. Penn State 13. Iowa 24. Oklahoma State 34. They have the record. So Oklahoma State has 34 national titles. So Penn State needs to keep winning and beat the record. But they're on one of the most dominant runs there is. Cale Sanderson, he kind of went off a little bit on the seeding that they had for one of our guys, Penn State guys. He was a 2 seed when he should have been a 1.
Well, I can't explain.
So you don't see him like really say much of anything, but he was.
I mean, I was there and I voted. We in the past, our coaches spent a lot of time seeding the tournament and the bracket. So we thought if a third party could do a good job, but obviously what happened isn't going to work, right? There needs to be like a common sense application, and so we got to figure that out. I mean, I don't know if it's too late to reseed it as coaches, but maybe we should. It's just stuff just doesn't make sense.
Well, if it's between 15 points on Friday, the coaches can challenge.
Yeah, I mean, how do you know if it's going to be within 15 points? If based on the way things came out, I mean, it could be anywhere. We haven't seen the numbers, so I mean, they could be all over the place or it could be close. So I mean, you're relying again on a system. I think the coaches all thought would be a little bit better than what they came up with. Unfortunately, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, anybody could look at it and say, well, you have an undefeated national champion or, top ranked guy that won head to head. So it's not even, those weights obviously, but there's a lot of different cases too, where there has to be a human element in all things, especially, a sport like wrestling. So yeah, it was, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we'll figure it out, but it is, we do need to, do the best that we can to make sure these guys get the seeds and that they earn through the season. Well, I can't explain it. I mean, I was there and I voted. We in the past, our coaches spent.
By the way, if you're a wrestling coach, your ears don't look like that, then you shouldn't be coaching. That's how you know you're a wrestling coach. Yeah. So he was kind of upset about that, which I understand. Top seeds get the top bracket, and he didn't get it. So makes no sense, but yeah. So it is what it is, but he's going to dominate regardless, probably win, and that's it. So, he'll probably get it and win the Big Ten and then probably the national title as well, if I'm thinking of the right guy. Not a big wrestling guy, but I think he's one of the better guys that they have for sure. NCAA 27 will be on PC. College football, yeah, that's cool. I have a PS5, so I don't have a PC. Like, I don't use it on PC, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. It was the highest selling sports game that year in 2024 for College Football 25. Pretty fun game overall. Yes, I am. I think Mendoza will be the cover. We'll see. But overall, pretty exciting. Let's see here. Next story. All right. So, Sherrone Moore takes a plea deal. Again, Sherrone Moore was fired for what he did. And, plea deal to resolve home invasion case. Former Michigan football coach Sherrone Moore pleaded no contest to 2 misdemeanors Friday in a deal to resolve a felony criminal case that arose immediately after he was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with an executive assistant. The deal was struck on the same day a judge planned to hear a challenge to Moore's arrest in December on 3 charges, including felony home invasion. Those charges were dropped in exchange for Moore pleading no contest to trespassing and malicious use of a telecom device in a relationship. Things have changed. Judge J. Cedric Simpson said. Ward confronted a woman with whom he had been having an affair and blamed her for his dismissal, even threatening to kill himself with butter knives in her apartment, authorities said. Assistant prosecutor Katie Rezmirsky told the judge that the case changed based on additional evidence and investigation, as well as consultation with the woman through her lawyer. Well, we do believe the evidence supports its criminal misbehavior in the context of an intimate partner relationship, Misky said outside the courtroom. Moore's attorney said the 3 initial charges were included stalking, but not supported by facts or law. I guess the cops kind of screwed up the evidentiary line as well. So the dismissal of those charges validates the concerns we raised about the investigation. From the very beginning, Mr. Moore is pleased to put this behind him and move forward, Alan Michaels said as Moore and wife Kelly stood nearby. All right. Moore declined to comment. Rezmirsky also declined to comment. Scheduling scheduled for April 14th. One of the charges carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail, though Michaels predicted there would be no additional time in custody beyond Moore's 2 nights in jail. So, the guy did what he did, and there's evidence to support it, and he should definitely go to jail. Looks like he won't, but when you're a millionaire, you can kind of, unfortunately, get away with certain things, which is unfortunate because I think he's dangerous, but it is what it is. So, yeah, it looks like he's going to get away with it, unfortunately. But I don't know. As I said, I think he's dangerous. We have to protect young women. And, the girl should not have done what she did either, but he's the head coach. You don't do that type of stuff. So LSU has a very expensive roster, $40 million. Brian Kelly just told SMX College that SXM, that Lane Kiffin's current roster at LSU is over $40 million. Wrote $40 million rosters last. They got the most expensive roster in the sport. They don't. I think Ohio State has $57 million roster. I'm old enough to remember when some people made fun of Ohio State for having a $20 million roster. Yeah, so Josh Paloa, whatever your name is, you're a clown. You look older than 6 months old. So, yes, you would remember that. That is such a stupid thing to say. I don't know if people were making fun of it, but that is just when people say stuff like that, like, I'm old enough to remember, like, dude, just don't say that. Like, you sound like an idiot. So, you look like you're older than one. You look like you're older. That was, what, a year ago? So you look older than that. So saying stuff like that is really stupid. We know what you're trying to say, and you don't sound very smart saying it. So winter workouts are in full effect. Should be sound, but there's not. Winter workouts are brutal, guys. Yeah. Not fun. Tony Rojas is back. We got a whiteout for tonight's hockey game. So if you guys are there, obviously, be wearing white. I'm going to have to turn that on. I wonder what time it starts. It probably started by now. But whiteout for the hockey game, which is cool. Another Lou Holtz story. In 1970, West Virginia would defeat William and Mary 43-7. Lou Holtz, who coached William and Mary, confronted WVU head coach Bobby Bowden of running up the score. Bobby Bowden told Holtz that he would have a closer game if he recruited more Williams and less Marys. Good point, Bobby Bowden. Brian Kelly, who should never coach again, said he's ready to coach again. So I need to stay in the game if the right situation comes about and I'm ready. I'm certainly going to entertain that. Now, if you're a young coach, like, he'd be probably great to learn from, but he's not a good dude. He's not known for being a good dude. He does not have a good reputation. So if you want to learn from an experienced coach for him, but if you want to be treated right, don't coach for him, from what I've heard. Steve Sharippa, the actor who plays Bobby Bacalieri in The Sopranos, will be at Westmoreland Mall on April 8th for the noodle cutting of Mangia by Delalo, the new restaurant at the casino. So that's cool. Quasimodo predicted all this. Great show, guys. If you've ever seen Sopranos, it's a great show. One of the all-time shows. Thought this was pretty cool. Michigan State honors 102-year-old Chuck Kohler, one of the 12 remaining Pearl Harbor survivors, who's also Jackson Kohler's great-grandfather.
Joining the team on the court tonight is Earl Chuck Kohler.
Legend. Absolute legend. Yeah. So they're the reason that we have the country that we do, guys. Absolute legend is his grandfather. So great-grandfather. Pearl Harbor. I don't know how many D-Day survivors there are still, but I think there are still some D-Day survivors. I think there's a veteran. He was given the Medal of Honor at the State of the Union by President Trump. He was a World War II pilot, 100 years old. First Lady Melania Trump put the Medal of Honor around his neck. Absolute legends. They're the reason that we have the country that we do, greatest country on earth. Those guys, World War II, they fought Nazis. Pretty crazy. But that guy's a hero. So good for him. He fought so his great-grandson could play basketball at Michigan State. Uncle Adam, who's watching, he is a retired Marine. So he went in right before 9/11. So thank you, Uncle Adam, for your service as well. We owe everything to our military. It's time to stop making rules for Notre Dame. Yes, it is. Notre Dame is an absolute clown show. They are the laughing stock of college football. And Brett coined it, Notre Dame. They are Notre Dame. Jim Rome stole it. Go Irish, you're a clown. We said last year they need to join a conference. They said they don't need to join a conference. And then at the end of this year, we found out that in order to make the playoffs, they need to join a conference. So we were right again. Notre Dame was wrong. And they're an absolute joke.
Is it time for Notre Dame to get over the hump?
I think it's time for Notre Dame to join a conference and stop making rules up just for them.
Woo! But do you have to?
Yes.
When the committee is making a...
Why are you special? Because your helmets are gold? Y'all's are crimson with numbers on the side. Why is it any different? Why do you get special stuff? Because you have a bunch of Heisman Trophy winners and you have a bunch of people that go on to the NFL and you're Notre Dame?
They have touchdown Jesus. But listen, though, nobody's making them get into a conference because they just carved out a spot for them again. They just literally carved out a spot for Notre Dame in the college football playoff. That's why I said Notre Dame just takes their nuts out. They drop them on college football's head. They just teabag everybody. And they made the college football committee make them a spot, bro. Why do I have to join the conference where y'all guys continue to cater to me? Is it time for Notre Dame?
Yeah, so again, Notre Dame, absolute joke. Need to join a conference. They make rules for themselves. They're like guaranteed a 12 spot next year, something like that. It's so stupid. They didn't play in a bowl game because they're a bunch of cowards. They were absolutely shocked why they didn't get into the playoff, because you play a high school schedule and the only two good teams you played all year you lost to because you guys are clowns. So that's why you didn't get into the playoff. It's not that hard to figure out. As good as that Notre Dame education is, supposedly, it doesn't show. Marcus Freeman was baffled by the fact that they didn't get in. That's one of the most asinine things I've ever seen in my life. He said, I don't know how we didn't get in, guys. I'm baffled. Well, Marcus Freeman, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the fact that you're baffled by that is absolutely embarrassing for you and Notre Dame. So join a conference. You guys, your fan base is an absolute clown show. Your program, I respect the history, but it's embarrassingly bad. So join a conference. That's it. So President Trump will sign a new executive order this week after he met with college football coaches and leaders today for a roundtable discussion about the current state of the sport and NIL. Conversations was heavily focused on players leveraging NIL money and the frequent use of the transfer portal, as well as the overall structure of the NCAA system and rules. The NCAA is an absolute joke. Trump says that he plans to sign a common sense executive order and express interest in returning college sports similar to the pre-NIL era. Thank you, Mr. President. The college sports is an absolute train wreck right now. You have guys, this is coming from head coaches in college football, legit program head coaches. The guy making $3 million is getting chewed out, and then you chew out the guys making $100,000. They tune you out. It's all about money now. Giving these young guys money is very, very dumb. Obviously, it's going to turn into a train wreck, and it pretty much has. So it's unfortunate where it's gotten to, but I think this may straighten it out a little bit. We'll see. But President Trump met with a bunch of coaches. We talked about it last week, and he is putting together a common sense executive order to hopefully make it better, because these kids are out of hand. Georgia has a guy getting arrested like every week. They have more arrests than starters on their roster. You have 33 starters technically on your roster, 33 players on the field. That's what your roster is made of, 33 players that play. It's usually lower than that because some guys play more than one position. But you have like 105 guys on your roster. They've had 40 arrests. That's insane. That's almost half their roster has been arrested. That's crazy. It's insane. Like, how is that even possible that you're having that many arrests? It's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Top 10 college football stadium rankings. Notre Dame should not be in the top 50. That is an absolute joke. Beaver Stadium is 9. That is a horrendous list. The Swamp, sure. Death Valley, sure. Penn State, 3. Neyland, 4. And the rest, but Notre Dame should be that's how is that even close to being how is Notre Dame even close to being in the top? How is Notre Dame Stadium better than ours? Who made this list? Bussin' with the Boys. Yeah, that's an absolute clown show of a show. You should never listen to that. That is an absolute joke. All right. Prime Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is my favorite athlete of all time. I frequently share Tiger Woods content with everyone that I know. Tiger Woods, most electrifying athlete of all time, the most dominant athlete of all time, more than Tom Brady. He is the GOAT. Respect to Jack Nicklaus. Tiger Woods is the GOAT. He had the greatest run in golf history. We'll never see Tiger Woods ever again. Anyone like him. He is the greatest. But these are just some highlights. So if you're interested, I'm going to put it on. Thank you, Greg. Was it you or someone else that said I had the Ranger haircut? I look like a Ranger. I think it was you. But yeah, thank you, Greg. I think Greg was military as well. Thank you, Greg, for your service. Greg, but by the way, guys, check out the merch shop if you haven't. Again, it's up. It's rolling. If you want some merch, it's a great way to support us.
You mean right. Shot started a little right, John, but it's drawing back toward the center, maybe even the left side of the fairway.
Watch him look up one more time. See where he's looking? And he's taking it.
By the way, the precision on this shot is insane. He put it right where you could only put it and where you wanted to put it. It's crazy. He was a surgeon on the golf course.
Across this bunker down the left-hand side, but he may be hooking it just a bit too much. No, I think that'll catch the fairway. That is perfect. He almost ran out of fairway on that side. That's what I was saying. I thought he might up in the air. Yeah, this is a perfect spot for him. Could be make an eagle here if you don't watch out. The rest of the field. This ball right to the hole to center of the green. If it's up, short. This ball very high, just left of the hole. That build on him, and he's going to use every ounce of it here.
This is not an easy shot, guys. He was built like a bodybuilder, I guess. I've never seen him in person. Actually, I did. The tournament, I don't know if they play it, but the tournament where he was in Ohio, we were there, and he won it like at night. Like it was pitch black when he won. But we did see him in person there. But, man, he just had an aura about him.
Watch the explosion here as he drives through this rough.
Trying to chase the ball through the opening in the green, and he's got enough club on it to do that.
What a shot.
I can't even begin to tell you how good that is. Not many guys can have played that shot at all.
Well, Roger, you tried to describe Tiger's shot.
On the tee, Tiger Woods and Roger Maltby, we talked about it. The longest hole, par 4 in U.S. Open history. What a tee shot.
And I don't mean to keep stopping it, but there'd be guys, they said, like, say you're 250 out, you're hitting whatever to just get on the green. Tiger would hit a shot 250 out with a 3-wood and put it within 10 foot of the hole. He was on another level. He's the best of all time.
I can't think of a tee shot I'd least like to hit after a 50-minute delay without hitting any balls than this tee shot.
But you don't carry 300 yards, Raj.
8 of 9 fairways hit today.
Oh, this is just perfect. Hammered down the left side of the bunker. Boy, that 163 yards.
And I think that was a shot. He used a 3-wood
to the hole.
This is the greatest golf shot, sound, video of all time.
Wow. He likes it. Boy, it's just right of the hole. This is nuked.
0.6. Tiger with a 3.
By the way, Sundays I watched Tiger Woods. That's what I did growing up. When you saw that look on his face, that's what made it so entertaining. When you saw that look on his face, you knew, like, we're about to see one of the best shots ever. I can't imagine playing against him.
He would.
This ball 2 down the right center. This is good. It's hammered here for a 3-wood.
Yeah, right behind Garcia's driver.
So in golf, there's the driver. The 3-wood is typically, that's the next club down. He hit his 3-wood almost as far as Sergio Garcia hit his driver. I mean, he would outdrive guys with his 3-wood. I could have a show just about Tiger Woods. So I typically share this stuff with with my group of guys. I don't think they appreciate Tiger as much as I do, but who's stopping this offense? Yes, this list of teams, some high school teams, CFL teams, UFL teams, and college teams. So this guy listed them all out. He forgot some high school teams in there, but Diego Pavia, yeah, he's an absolute clown. Breece Hall is good. Garrett Wilson is good, but with this guy, with the quarterback as Diego Pavia, they're not doing anything. So thank you for listing that out, sir. That's a few examples of who would beat them. For sure. That's a good start. But there's probably some high school teams, particularly out of Texas, that could probably beat them as well. So that guy listed them out. Good for him. All right. Coach Rhodes was asked about his future. He said, my last game, I got 4 years left in my contract. Do you think it's going to be my last game? I'm going to coach my butt off, go as hard as I can, wake up tomorrow, work hard. The thing, like, Penn State basketball is very bad right now. But one thing you got to keep in mind, Coach Rhodes, I think he had, 30 different players at I forget where he was. Something with a V, I think. Not a big basketball guy, Brett is. But he had like 30 different players at that school. Then he came here. He's had 33 different players in a 3-year span. That means college basketball and NIL is absolutely broken. Guys don't stay. They've had some good players at Penn State under his tenure. But should he be fired? I don't think so. You just got to keep guys. They need more money for sure. They definitely need more NIL support. Tyler Smith, who we have on here, Penn State legend, said it himself. We need more money, which is true. Give them $3 million, which is, I think, what they got out of the revenue sharing, whatever it is. Pay one guy $1 million. Pay 2 guys $500K. Pay one guy $250, and then the rest, you got the rest for the other guys. You can build a roster of $3 million. Pay one good player $1 million. That's probably quite a bit. You're not making the Cooper Flag money and stuff like that. At like what, 3 to 5 million is what he was making, I think, in NIL. But You're not making that type of money, but it's Penn State. Pay that you can build a 5-man roster out of $3 million easily. A solid 5-man roster out of $3 million. They need more money, and they need guys to stay. They're clearly struggling in the current era. Micah Shrewsbury should have stayed at Penn State. He made a mistake going to Notre Dame. Should have stayed at Penn State. Listening to Chris Buchanani and Jeff Byers on the I forget what it's called, but I listen to him on YouTube. They're on 98.7 the Fox. Goon Conlon. They talked about how does Shrewsbury have any regrets leaving? Probably he should. He really had him rolling here. Shouldn't have left. He did. He's from Indiana, but still. You don't leave Penn State to go to Notre Dame. Jawan Cedar, Coach Shrewsbury. That's a terrible decision. So you stay at Penn State. We're probably in the tournament right now. I mean, he really had him going. Coach DeChellis did it too. He left, I think. But, yeah. Tyler always talks about Coach Jerry Dunn and his twin brother Terry Dunn. I remember watching them back in the day. Jerry Dunn would be on the sideline wearing a suit. His brother Terry would be in the stands wearing a suit. You're like, wait, did he change his suit? Why is he in the stands now? He's just on the sideline. He changed his suit and he went to the stands. But they look exactly alike. So pretty funny. And I'm just going to keep going. I mean, I might jump off here soon, but Coach Campbell's Roman burger at the field, the head coach Campbell burger, salami, mortadella, white cheddar, arugula, tomato onion, mayo, Italian dressing, served on a brioche bun. That is quite the combination, but that's the Coach Campbell burger. I'm sure it's great. I think he handcrafted it himself. My friend Alex Mutavelis, I messaged him in our group, and I said Alex will be opening his own restaurant someday. He went to the Bourdain School of Culinary in Poughkeepsie, New York. That's the best culinary school in the world. And he's opening restaurants in State College. His family owns restaurants in State College. His family owns several businesses in State College. But he's going to open his own restaurant because we don't have a lot of good food around here. But that burger sounds pretty good. I'm definitely going to go try it. I'll probably record it and put it on YouTube. But Alex Mutavelis will be starting his own restaurants in State College. I'll be fully supportive of that. I told him I want to invest. His family owns the Greek restaurant in State College and a couple other things, car dealership. I think one of the cannabis stores, or I don't know. Well, no, not cannabis stores. One of the legal marijuana stores, whatever it is now in State College. But he said, my question for the picture is why did they feel the need to stack red onions almost as thick as the burger in there? Honestly, I've only been to the field once, so I'll get the next time I go. So his plans, Alex, I'm reading the messages right now. Plans are right now for 2. One pizza place and one breakfast place. And then once those places make some good money, then I'll open a fine dining restaurant. Once Alex Mutavelis opens a fine dining restaurant at State College, you'll all know. Because it'll be the talk of the town. Again, the Bourdain School of Culinary doesn't get better than that. That's where he went. And he told me about it. It's basically the military. So that's what it is. It's basically the military for culinary, culinary schools. It's very hard. That is a hostile environment to be in, for sure. Been around some culinary programs, like when you're going to school. Like we went to Penn Tech one time. We were there visiting. There was culinary students there serving food. The culinary whatever head guy was like snapping at the people. I'm like, man, I would not want to be in that. 10 most important college football games in college football in 2026. Ohio State at Indiana. Go Indiana. Oregon at Ohio State. Both of you lose that game, please. Ohio State at Texas. Go Texas. Georgia at Alabama. Don't care. Michigan. Go Michigan. LSU at Ole Miss. Kind of want to see Lane Kiffin take it to his old team and Trinidad Chambliss. Ohio State at SC. Go SC. Penn State at Michigan. Go Penn State. Georgia at Ole Miss. Don't care. Miami at Notre Dame. Obviously, go Miami. Notre Dame is an absolute clown show. So, go Miami. 100%. No doubt about it. Every day, all day. Notre Dame is horrendous. But yeah, we kind of most of the other storylines Brett and I already went over. But Anthony Donk is out for the spring. Unfortunately, he is the man. He'll be back. Yeah. One last thing, I guess. Cale Sanderson playing Black Ops 1. I'm literally playing Black Ops 1 as we speak. I got it paused. Playing zombies on Black Ops 1. Said Thunder Gun, best gun in the game. Juggernog, Kale's Cookie. Michelle on the show told us about Kale's Cookies. He has his own cookie line. Good for him. Zombies don't stand a chance. You're darn right. Good for you, Coach Kale. Playing zombies and eating Kale's cookies. So. Which one is this?
To 50.
Oh, okay. So without even looking at this, I can tell you this is Tiger Woods 2011 Masters, number 15. Hits this perfect shot. Again, has the look on his face. He misses the eagle putt. Charles Schwartzel goes on to win. Again, wearing a Masters shirt right now. I love the Masters. I watched this live. One of the greatest Masters of all time. If Tiger would have won, it would have been the greatest Masters I've ever seen in my life. And would have ever seen in my life. But this shot is insane. This green, number 15, it's on an island. Okay? It's very hard to hit onto this green. He might say what his shot was. But one person in history, Gene Sarazen, 1935, hit a double eagle on this hole. From here, he hit it in the hole. Double eagle. So that's 3 strokes that you get. Eagle is 2 strokes. Double eagle is 3. Hit it in the hole from the fairway. It's insane. Gene Sarazen, 1935. That's almost 100 years ago. That's how rare it is. That never happens. But
there it is. Flag in the back right, deep. Good spot. Trying to hit a high cut.
Right at
it. Again, when he has that look on his face, you know.
There it is. Flag in the back right, deep.
Get ready.
Good spot.
It's going to land somewhere good.
Trying to hit a high cut.
Right at it.
So one thing I like to do is I go back and I'll watch old Penn State football games. I'll go back and watch old Masters final rounds or on YouTube. That Masters was insane. Rory McIlroy went into the final round with like a 6-stroke lead. He was 21. I think if he won the Masters that day, he would have been the youngest winner over Tiger Woods from 1997 to win the Masters. Totally collapsed, totally choked. He shot like an 8-over and lost. Poor kid. Tiger was in the hunt, but Charles Schwartzel ended up pulling it out. I think Charles Schwartzel, I forget where he's from, but yeah, I could do entire episodes just on Tiger Woods. He is the man. Amin Vanover signs with the Toronto Argonauts. So that's, I believe, CFL. Good for him. Good for you, bud. Making money playing football. Good for you. And then I guess to end here, the Jetson 1 personal air vehicle price $128,000. Don't let these near Athens, Georgia. That is a great point. Don't let Georgia players find these things because we're all cooked. If they get their hands, if the Georgia football roster gets their hands on these, I mean, we're bringing in the National Guard, the Navy SEALs. We're cooked, and Pennsylvania will feel the effects. Looks fun. Someone tagged UGA Athletics. Just give them to them. Just let the whole football roster, NIL money, just buy those things. Let them, just let nature take its course. Man, that would be absolutely insane.
I've got the Joe Park.
My bad. I was going to play that video, but that's something Alex shared. The Joe Pa equation. Ohio State 2005. Kyler Murray's being released, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it's not surprising, but he was the first overall pick. He's literally getting released. That's insane. The Steelers are talking to Drew Aller. This is an example right here. I believe this is shared by Joe Quirch. Dad played for Penn State. Of the recruiting stuff that these guys get. Mekhi Brown got this in the mail. That's sharp looking for sure. Clean looking recruiting material. Keep it up, Coach Campbell. Got the Teddy Bridgewater law. So Teddy Bridgewater bill. The Florida Senate has passed the Teddy Bridgewater bill in order to allow high school coaches to pay for benefits for student athletes. He was basically, I forget what happened, but he was punished for paying for dinners and stuff for his players because they don't have money. So he's using his NFL salary, his fantastic veteran NFL career earnings to help his kids, which he should be able to do. It's his money. He was punished for it. So they passed the bill. This comes after Teddy Bridgewater, head coach of Miami powerhouse, Miami Northwestern. Again, just because they're a powerhouse doesn't mean they have all the funding and resources they need for the kids. So he's using his own money to support his kids. This comes after Teddy Bridgewater, head coach of Miami powerhouse, suspended for spending his own money, cover athlete transportation, costs, and meals. Guys, the fact that you're being punished for that is insane. How many people will spend their own money to support college kids, or I'm sorry, high school kids, whatever it is? How many people do that? He did a good thing for his kids, and he was punished for it. So this bill changes that, thankfully. Governor DeSantis, I'm sure, had something to do with it. The bill provides coaches the ability to use personal funds to help out athletes as long as they report the expenditures. Bridgewater paid around $700 a week in Ubers, team-branded clothing, meals, and recovery expenses, totaling $27,000 for his. Said he believes he treated his players like sons and wanted to protect them from dangerous walks home. Wow, imagine that. He wanted to protect his kids from walking home. How dare he do that? So, thankfully, they passed that bill. Man. Good for Teddy Bridgewater. Pretty much a career backup. I think he played in the preseason this year for the Bucs. I think the Steelers played against him in the preseason. But he came back and played in the preseason, and he went back. Like, it's crazy that you can go from coaching high school football to playing in the NFL and then back. Like, look at Phillip Rivers. That guy, it just shows you how much of a baller that guy is. He he is not in football shape. He looks, no offense, he looks terrible. And he's playing quarterback in the NFL. He's been retired for like 5 years. He's got like 27 kids. He's a happily married man. He's a family man. He has like 27 kids. And people were saying how he came back because after 5 years, your health insurance stops from the NFL. So he came back. It restarts, and his kids are all growing up. So by the time they're all grown up, might not need the insurance anymore. So he just saved himself like $1 million in health insurance. So I doubt it's true that he did that for that reason, but it's cool that he came back and did it.
Third down and 4. Rivers, and he's got a man. Touchdown! That's Josh Downs, and that's Phillip Rivers with a touchdown pass.
He is not in football shape at all. He hasn't played since 2020. 44 years old. So he made the Colts practice squad, came back. Phillip Rivers. Burt Reynolds and Long Short.
I'm going in.
Coach, you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
And look who's coming into the game. You can do it! Get that old to yours in the end zone! We got to win this thing!
Great movie. But look at him. He is not in football shape at all.
Phillip, how good is it to be back?
Oh, Lord, it's real good. Anything to get away from all 52 of my kids. I might never be able to walk again after I get hit tonight, but at least I'm not listening to constant 6-7 videos.
Phillip, how good is it to be back?
Listening to constant 6-7 videos. Man, that's funny. Oh, man. The internet is undefeated. I'll say that. All right, guys. I think that's it. Again, I just want to come on here, talk some topics. If you guys come on and comment and interact, it'll be like a show where we just pull stuff up we want to talk about, interact with the commenters. That's it. So pretty simple. But Brett will be on tomorrow with recruiting. So be on for that. But thank you guys for coming on, commenting. Again, check out the merch shop. It's, again, not trying to toot my own horn, but it's pretty cool. Got everything on there, guys. It's a great way to support us. And I've made every price as cheap as possible. So when you make it something a triple logo, which I did, it makes it more expensive. So $56 competitively, that's probably what you're paying for a zip hoodie. But I get it. If it's some of it's too expensive, I get it. But I've made the prices as low as I can so that you guys can buy it. Don't make a boatload of profit on any item. I've changed every single price on every item, make it as cheap as possible. So yeah, just check it out. That's the triple logo right there, windbreaker. And then I got the double logo stuff too. I got the single logo stuff, but overall it came out pretty good. So that's the double logo. I have this men's premium hoodie. It came out pretty good. I like it. I was wearing it in the gym yesterday. Good quality stuff. It really is. The only thing I didn't like is like the pocket on the front. It kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like it wouldn't, it kind of holds it together. So if you're trying to put it on or take it off, it's like kind of held by that pocket. It's just kind of the way it's made, but definitely good quality stuff. I mean, I've heard good things about Spread Shop. So it's linked below. It's connected to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. But if you go to my LinkedIn on Instagram, I don't think I have it linked on my Facebook, but if you just go to my Instagram, Mark Lesko Podcast, or you go to YouTube, it's connected on there and it's linked below. Most of the videos in the past few videos, it's linked below because I started it about a week ago and made quite a bit in sales already. So thank you guys for your support. But yeah, again, it's just, I don't know. I'm pretty happy about this. It's pretty cool that you guys can support us and go get some merch. And it's all my logo, my slogan. So check it out if you can. We've got little dogs and all kinds of stuff. Mugs, bucket hats, tumblers. So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Ivan, I know you like recruiting, man. It's good to see you. Be on tomorrow for recruiting. Not sure what time it'll be, but probably be Brett and Aaron. But if it's just Brett, that's all we need. So Brett is recruiting through and through. That's what he lives. Brett, we've made groups of people where we message each other, but Brett is sending me content constantly. Recruiting. That's what he loves. He loves recruiting. I follow recruiting, but not as closely as him. That guy knows everything about recruiting. So if you want to watch a good recruiting show, tune in and watch Brett. He really knows his stuff. All right, guys. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.